We begin with breaking news, and a gang fight reportedly involving guns and machetes has led to a massive police operation in Lower Hutt tonight.
Reporter Eleisha Foon is in Stokes Valley, where armed police have been trying to calm the situation. Eleisha, what's been happening?
Well, Tom, we've actually been moved to an area further down where the incident took place on George Street in Stokes Valley. Now, we were only able to get a few shots because it was far too dangerous.
Our reporter Eleisha Foon sat down with Farid Ahmed and has this exclusive report.
After losing his wife in the Christchurch mosque attacks, Farid Ahmed's life has never been the same.
I would have loved to have taken that bullet because my life is nearly over.
Living one moment at a time, slowly but surely, he's picking up the pieces and grieving the loss of his son.
Eleisha, how long are the drivers expected to strike for?
Well, the strike is indefinite, meaning there is no official end date to the strike. But Tramsway unions say they will only end the strike if Transurban offer them a realistic deal.
The government has announced a binding referendum to coincide with the next election. Eleisha Foon joins us now live. And Eleisha, what are the details?
The referendum is part of a confidence in supply agreement with the Green Party, which stated it had to be held before or during the 2020 election. About 220 people are expected to show up here tonight. Already there's been a slow trickle of people coming in. Marine experts say despite this unusual sighting, it's not an uncommon event, and that these Nyctiphonys australis krill form in large swarms during the springtime and summer because phytoplankton levels are at an all-time high. There are close to 3 million sunflowers on this 510 hectare farm, and in 3 to 4 weeks' time, these sunflowers will be ready for harvest. Although it may seem obvious, some of the worst foods a dog could eat include onions, grapes, dried fruit, nuts, chocolate, alcohol and Christmas cake.
Eleisha, where are you?
Good morning. Well, I'm in one of my favourite quirky little streets, Cuba Street in Wellington. The Nelson Tasman region and the west coast should expect severe weather with Cyclone Gita fast approaching. Following an investigation in Australia earlier this year, it was found more than 4,000 racehorses were killed. This is the very definition of guilt-free flying. 1 hour in the air, 30 minutes reserved, and then all you have to do is recharge it. He hopes people can learn to stand in unity with one another and make time for what counts. In honour of his wife's memory, Farid Ahmed has just released a book called Husna's Story. He is donating the royalties from all sales to the St John Ambulance Service. For Morning Report, ko Eleisha Foon TNA.